Hello and welcome to the channel. Here in South Africa, and spring is just around the corner. While I'm busy doing my final cleanup and preparation for spring, I still have some of my winter crops growing. In today's video, I want us to talk about 5 crops and 2 flowers that you can get ready to plant this spring. Before we get into the planting, I want to share with you some factors that might affect what you grow and how you grow in the different zones in South Africa. First, we've got the summer rainfall areas. These are your provinces like Gauteng, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, and KwaZulu-Natal. In these provinces, the weather is warm, and this could mean that your soil would typically dry faster. So, regular watering is key. And then we've got your winter rainfall areas, which is most of the Western Cape. In these areas, your soil will typically still hold moisture longer in September, so you can water less often, but keep an eye on those hot spring days. Moving on, we've got your arid and semi-arid regions. This stretches from the provinces such as Northern Cape, Free State, Northwest, and some parts of the Eastern Cape. You can do your planting now, but you must pay close attention to your watering because in these areas the weather can heat up quickly and dry conditions can come earlier in the spring. Along the Eastern Cape coast, in your cities like East London, Gqeberha, you can get more moderate conditions, but watering is also a balance. Not too much, not too little. So I've given you the zones according to where you live. Remember, these not only affect what you plant, but it also changes how often you water too. Now let's move on and let me give you these crops and flowers that you need to start growing now in September. The first veg on our list is some spinach or Swiss chard, whichever one you prefer. If you put your seeds in the ground today, it will take about 6 to 8 weeks before they are ready to harvest. Swiss chard prefers a sunny spot, but it can also thrive in a lightly shaded area. It requires rich, nourished soil, and when you plant it, just space it about 30 centimeters apart. If you live in Johannesburg, you would need to water this about 3 to 4 times per week because the air gets dry. If you live in Durban, daily light watering works better because the humidity is higher, but the soil dries quickly. If you're in Cape Town, twice a week should be enough until late spring where the weather changes. Look out for pests like leaf miners. Look out for pests like leaf miners and aphids. You can simply pick them off or use an organic spray. The second crop on our list is tomatoes. Tomatoes love a sunny spot with well-drained soil, and they need to be supported with stakes. You can be creative with this one, build your own cage or however shape of stakes you prefer. You space your tomatoes 50 centimeters apart, and it takes about 10 to 12 weeks before you can harvest. If you live in Pretoria, just like me, deep watering every 2 to 3 days will help build strong roots for your plant. If you're living in Port Elizabeth, you can water once or twice a week, or a bit less if your garden is mulched. If you live in Cape Town, you just need to carefully water as needed because the spring winds can dry the soil. Look out for whiteflies and aphids. Also, look out for cutworms as your small tomato plants are growing. One thing I love about growing tomatoes is the almost infinite number of variety of tomatoes that you can grow. The list is so long, you can choose any kind of tomato, even the ones that you can't find in shops. Our next crop, we've got cucumbers. These ones love a warm and sunny spot with some climbing supports just like the tomatoes. When you plant your seeds, space them about 40 to 50 centimeters apart. If you put your seeds in the ground today, it will take 8 to 10 weeks before you can start enjoying your cucumbers in your salads. If you live in Durban, you can water them lightly every other day. If you live in Limpopo, you can water it every second day, but make sure that you water deeply in the roots so that the soil is kept moist. If you're living in Stellenbosch, you can water it twice a week, and you need to increase this as the spring heat builds up. Also, with this one, look out for aphids and powdery mildew. To avoid powdery mildew, you need to space your plants apart so that there's enough airflow in between them. Next crop, we've got your brinjal, eggplant, aubergine, whatever you prefer to call it. This one grows in full sun and fertile soil. You space it 60 centimeters apart, and it takes 12 to 14 weeks before you harvest. If you're in Polokwane, you water it 2 to 3 times a week. In East London, every second day if your soil is a bit sandy. In Cape Town, you start with weekly watering until it warms more. For this one, you need to look out for aphids, flea, beetles, and spider mites. Also, spacing is important to avoid powdery mildew. My last and final crop on this list is beans. This year I'll be growing black beans and Christmas lima beans. These ones love direct full sun and also need poles for support. I'll be spacing them 10 centimeters apart, and it should take about 10 to 12 weeks before I start harvesting. In Joburg and Pretoria, you need to water this every 2 to 3 days. And in Durban, just a quick daily water will be helpful. In Cape Town, once or twice a week is fine if your soil is mulched. Also, this one is susceptible to aphids, so look out for those. There goes my list of crops that you can grow as September is approaching. But vegetables are not the only things that we grow in our gardens. Let me give you two flowers that you can also grow this September. Flower number one is the beautiful calendula. This one grows in full sun or in partial shade. It needs well draining soil enriched with some compost. If you're going to be growing a few of them, you need to space them 25 to 30 centimeters apart, and you can sow your seeds directly in September because the soil will be a bit warm. If you're living in Johannesburg, it's perfectly fine for you to start them in seed trays. The flowers will appear in 8 to 10 weeks, and you need to pick them more often to encourage growth of more blooms. The flowers are edible. You can put them in your salads, in your herbal tea, and skin remedies. These flowers are not only pretty, but they will also repel pests like aphids. Plus, they are good to attract pollinators. Bees really absolutely love them. If you live in Cape Town, you can water these ones once a week. If you're in Durban, you need to water them every second day. And for myself here in Pretoria, I water them 2 to 3 times per week. Also, look out for aphids and slugs, but generally, this plant can tolerate most things. The second suggested beauty on this September list are the beautiful cosmos. Cosmos are very hardy plants that really don't require much. They can thrive in poor soil. As long as your soil is not soggy, don't over fertilize it, or you'll get more leaves than flowers. Place these in a sunny spot and space your plants 30 to 40 centimeters apart. You can sow your seeds directly in the garden if you're in East London and Polokwane this September. It takes about 8 to 12 weeks before you see any blooms, and it will continue to bloom all spring and summer. These flowers are excellent cut flowers. They attract bees and butterflies, and they create a wild meadow feel in the garden. If you're living in Joburg and Pretoria, you must water these every 2 to 3 days in spring, and of course change in summer as the weather gets hot. If you're in Durban, you can water them daily on hot days. In Cape Town, once a week is fine. These plants are really drought resistant. When it comes to pests, they sometimes get aphids, but they are generally pest free. This one is really one of those flowers that you absolutely don't need to worry about. As long as you take care of your garden, it practically takes care of itself. So, this is a garden must have for your spring garden. So today we have learned that in September, your watering schedule is just as important as your planting choice. Whether you're in Cape Town, Durban, Polokwane, or Gqeberha, you can start planting your spinach, your tomatoes, cucumbers, eggplant, beans, plus the two bonus flowers that I gave you, which is your calendula and your cosmos. Please share with me in the comments below what city are you gardening from and what's the first crop you're looking to planting this spring. As always, happy gardening to you, and thank you so much for keeping this video on your screens for this long. Enjoy the rest of your day. Please do come back for the next video.